Hi, I'm Gary with Gary Sprinkler Repair Service, and today I'm going to make a video to show you how to use a piece of 5/8 drip tube to splice where you have a broken pipe. A good application for this would be if you have an area where there was a tree root, you have multiple pipes, and you need to be able to splice a flexible piece of tubing in between 2 points of PVC to join them back together, but you need some flexibility there because you've got roots or you've got other things in your way. In the case that I'm going to be using it today, it's on a drip valve, and so the drip valve already has a 45 psi pressure reducer on it. I wouldn't recommend doing this application for anything higher than probably 50 psi. Anything above that, you probably still need to use regular hard PVC pipe. So let's get started. So how this project started was the customer needed a brass pressure regulator installed on their main line. There's their shutoff and their sprinkler valves, but they kept blowing the PVC fittings on the manifold here. And so they needed a pressure regulator. The water pressure was like 130 psi, which is way too high for those Rainbird valves. So what I did was I had multiple pipes. You can see there's one underneath here, one there, the main line, and then this line here that went to this first drip valve. And this line over here is the drip tube that goes to the far valve over there. I needed this pipe out of my way, and in order to do that repair and install the regulator. Well, now that I'm done and I have to repair this line, I can either patch it with a piece of PVC, pipe. Well, it's a drip valve anyway, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and hook up a small section of drip tube like that guy right there in between these 2 points. And so normally you would be splicing a drip tube between two pieces of drip tube. If it was cut like, let's say over here, you'd splice a piece in between there and put a coupling and a coupling. Today we're going to put a PVC coupling here, and then we're going to put a drip adapter in here on either side that's 3/4 inch and hook up our drip tube in between. And we have a flexible repair. And it gives us a little room and flexibility to put the box over this guy. So let's show you how to do that. Okay, so I've taken both caps off in this location over here and that location and cleaned out around the pipe so that when I run my little dauber around there for my glue and primer, I'm not going to wipe it in the dirt that's on that pipe there and get my dauber all dirty for my glue and primer up here. Next, we'll have 2 couplings, so I'll be installing a coupling over here and a coupling on this side. And then we'll be taking these drip adapters. I'll show you what one looks like. There's a 3/4 inch drip adapter, and that will glue into, if I give you an idea, it glues into the end of this, and then the drip tube goes in between from here to the other side to the other drip adapter. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and glue these couplings on first. I'm going to then go ahead and take and install this piece here onto my drip tube. This is a 3/4 drip adapter. I'm going to put that onto my section of drip tube. I'll show you what that looks like here. There's just a regular section of drip tube. So when we're all done, essentially this little piece of pipe is going to go from left to right here between these 2 points. So let me get started. It can be a little tough to get these drip adapters onto this drip tube. So I like to put that on first, at least on one of them, and then go ahead and glue up my coupling. Now I'm ready to glue it onto that side right there. Let's get that done. Okay, one side done. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side right here. Okay, we can see the coupling's glued on, and now that that's ready to go, I'm going to drag the pipe down here now and make a measurement of where I want. I can kink the tube if I want. We can see there's a line right there. Halfway down the coupling, that's where I'm going to mark it. And bring that up and cut it. Okay, we can see it's on there now. It's ready to glue into there. And then we'll have a piece of pipe patch between there. And there you go. Finished product. It doesn't need to be straight. I actually kind of wanted it to sit in a little bit because I have to put a valve box over the top of this. Show you what I'm talking about here. It's gonna be a little noisy. That's a valve box. It needs to go over the top of that brass guy. So I need to be able to get all those pipes in this guy. So that's why I made it bow in. But it can bow in or bow out, either one. It doesn't matter. It's flexible tubing, so you can see if I move it. See how it'll move either way. Anyway, so there's how to repair a drip tube. So you probably could do this on a low pressure PVC line, but since this is PVC pipe and as soon as it turns the corner here, it turns into drip tube, I figured why not just make my life easier, splice a piece in here, get it out of my way, So I can do that guy, and then when I'm done, I'll just put a piece of drip tube back in, since it goes to that valve right there, which is a drip valve. And it's going to turn into drip tube probably as soon as it turns the corner out here, just like that guy did. Anyhow, hope you found our video slightly interesting and potentially helpful. And if you did, give us a thumbs up, like, and make sure you hit that subscribe button down there and tap the bell. I think it's subscribe and tap the bell. So that'd help us out and help our channel grow. You all have a good day.